Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. You know, it feels like artificial intelligence went from being this far-off sci-fi concept to something that's, well, everywhere. It's woven into the very fabric of our digital lives, and its impact stretches from our phone screens all the way to global policy.
In this quote from social media expert Matt Navarra, it really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's this constant tension, right? This search for a balance between all this new AI-driven efficiency and the very human connection that it was all supposed to be about in the first place.
And you can see that tension playing out right where we spend most of our time, our social media feeds. I mean, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, AI isn't just behind the scenes anymore. We've got chatbots popping up in our searches, video generators becoming common features, but what's really fascinating is that it's not just for us, the users. AI has become an absolutely essential tool for the pros, helping them manage a workload that just keeps growing.
So how are they actually using it? Well, a global survey from Metricool shows it's less about replacing people and more about being a kind of superpowered intern. A massive 78% use it for brainstorming ideas, 72% for actually writing posts, and 68% for tweaking the tone. It's all about making workflows faster and automating the boring stuff. But, and this is a big but, this efficiency has a major downside we've all probably noticed.
And this is where we hit the core conflict. On the one hand, AI is this amazing creative assistant. But on the other, it's the reason for that tidal wave of low-quality, junky slop that clogs up our feeds. This stuff isn't just annoying. This mass-produced content can actually damage the trust we have in the brands and creators we thought we knew.
But this whole AI boom, it isn't just staying in our feeds. Oh no. In fact, it's now the main engine driving the newest wave of tech gadgets. The battle for our attention has pretty much become a battle to create the smartest device possible.
And here's the crucial thing to understand. AI isn't just an app you download anymore. It's being baked right into the hardware, into the very core of our devices. Just look at Google's new Pixel 10. Its new chip is built specifically for on-device AI. You've got features like Magic Queue, which literally tries to guess what info you'll need during a call, or Ask Photos, which lets you do crazy complex edits just by talking to it. This kind of deep integration is happening everywhere.
And look, it's not just about what these companies can build themselves. Even the biggest players are in a race to get their hands on the best AI tech. Take Meta partnering with Midjourney to use their incredible image and video models. The whole goal is to put better, more engaging AI tools right into Instagram and Facebook. But as these tools get more autonomous, some really serious new risks are starting to pop up.
And that shift toward more autonomous AI where it acts on its own, that's where things get a little sketchy. Because while it offers some amazing convenience, it also opens up all these new doors that bad actors are just itching to walk through. This quote from the cybersecurity firm Guardio really nails it. These new AI systems, especially the ones that can browse the web for you, can be a little, well, too trusting. So naturally, some researchers decided to put that trust to the test. The whole experiment was shockingly simple. First, researchers built a fake Walmart website. Then, they just told an AI browser, one that can take actions for you, to go buy an Apple Watch. And what happened? The AI went to the scam site, filled in all the user's personal info, their credit card details, and hit buy. No human check, no confirmation. It just couldn't tell a real site from a total scam. That's a huge security risk. And it's these kinds of concerns that are now grabbing the attention of the highest levels of government.
And we are absolutely starting to see a real pushback. On the federal level, you've got the FTC telling tech companies, hey, don't you dare weaken encryption even if other countries ask you to. And then at the state level, new laws about age verification are forcing platforms into tough spots. Some are even blocking access to entire states just to avoid the headache. So we're pivoting from personal convenience to these major security risks, and that brings us to the really big picture, the massive economic and geopolitical forces at play.
To really wrap your head around the scale of what's happening here, you just have to follow the money. $10 billion. That's the reported price tag on a deal between Meta and Google Cloud, just for the computing power to run their AI models. And that's just one deal in a massive industry-wide spending spree. Companies are poaching top AI talent from each other, from Apple, from Instagram, all fighting for the tiniest competitive edge.
And as this quote makes crystal clear, the demand is just insatiable. The need for power for data centers to run all this AI, it's growing faster than anyone can even build them. This incredibly intense corporate race is now setting the stage for a whole new player to get involved, the government.
Because the race for AI supremacy, well, it's not just about corporate profits anymore. It's quickly becoming a matter of national security and industrial power.
Now, to understand why governments are so keyed up, this chart tells a really powerful story. It's not about AI directly, but it shows a huge manufacturing gap. In 2023, China delivered 972 commercial ships. You know how many the US delivered? 7. A gap like that helps explain why the US government and military are trying to move faster than ever to adopt new tech, especially autonomous AI systems, to try and close these strategic gaps.
So what does this actually look like on the ground? We're seeing a whole new wave of partnerships between the government and private companies. You have the government pumping nearly $9 billion into Intel, even taking an ownership stake. At the same time, you have private money funding companies like Saronic to quickly build autonomous ships for the Navy. This is a major strategic shift. We're now treating AI and advanced manufacturing like critical national infrastructure.
So think about the journey we just took. We went from a simple post in our social feed to the gadgets in our hands, all the way to a multi-trillion-dollar global race for dominance. This technology isn't just a cool feature anymore. It's becoming the fundamental infrastructure of our world. And that leaves us with this one crucial question for our future. As AI builds this new world, who gets to write the rules? The coders, the corporations, or the countries? If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.